But to go back to Cody, he was a guest on The Bump this week, and he made it clear that should he beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, he wants to bring back the old Winged Eagle design. So through my youth, the WWE that I was watching was really synonymous with the Winged Eagle. I think there's a lot of people who love the Winged Eagle design. Some people like the Big Eagle, but the Winged Eagle was the one for me. Today's design with the giant W is also incredibly special because it's this walking billboard for the promotion. Boy, you know, the way this guy speaks, he should run for office. He's got a way with words where he would make a great politician, this guy. He said, I don't want people to think I'm calling a shot. I don't want people to think I'm going into business for myself. The reality is I was able to change the Intercontinental Championship once before, which seemed absurd. If I'm able to get to the finish line, biggest WrestleMania of all time, SoFi, in Hollywood, if I'm able to get to the finish line and get my hands on these things that, like I said, have eluded my family up until now, maybe it's just a pipe dream, maybe it's just a thought, a glimmer, but it would be fun to say, let's just boil them down. I love the way he describes that. It's like Kama when he melted the Undertaker's urn down into a chain. Let's boil them down and bring back the Winged Eagle. It's just a little pipe dream. I had the same pipe dream with the Intercontinental title, and I was lucky enough to make that come to fruition, so follow along, because this is where the fun begins. Nobody would love to see the Winged Eagle return more than me, but I don't see it. He had to convince them to bring back the old Intercontinental design, but it was a mid-card title. I doubt very seriously they cared much about that. This is different. Like he said, the top titles, they're a walking billboard for this company. They're going to send him to the Chiefs or to the Eagles after the Super Bowl next weekend. They're going to send him to the Mets after they win the World Series this year. They love seeing their giant logo belts on ESPN. I cannot see the Eagle coming back. They already have a giant eagle on the U.S. title. But it's nice to dream. It's still the greatest belt. You know, like what you like. In my opinion, the Winged Eagle is still the best. Big Gold from the 80s looked incredible. For some reason, you know, like late 90s WCW and even in WWE, I never thought the Big Gold belt looked as good as it did when Flair was carrying it like 86, 87. That was an incredible belt. Gorgeous belt. The Big Eagle, you know, was nice too from the Attitude Era. The IWGP belt was the best looking belt in all of wrestling until they changed it. Now I would give that distinction to the AEW World title. But it was 35 years ago today. The Winged Eagle appeared on live television for the very first time. 33 million people tuned in to NBC to see Hulk Hogan lose that title to Andre the Giant. In one night, it started with Hogan, it went to Andre's shoulder, and it ended up around Ted DiBiase's waist. That Eagle got a lot of action.